Today our special guest is none other than Mr. Daryl McManus, aka Word.
I was born in Wilmington, Delaware. A lot of people, that's what they said. That's what they said. They started telling me. They say some of them say he talk too much. I said where I'm going to live at in my life. I spun the globe. Some happened reason I ended up on Washington, Georgia.
What made you take interest in becoming involved in the community, and tell me some of the things that you actually did in the community and for the community?
Okay, what made me start becoming a community activist was Supersonic Social Club, actually. A plaque that they had down at the park. I ain't believe it.
Which part?
Reese Booker. I don't understand our men, you know. You know, a lot of our men think that just because things happen to them in their life that you can't get up, you know. Me, I was homeless before. You know what I'm saying? I was a homeless dude. I was sleeping on the bench. Park benches in the park. Slept where I could sleep. Different family members' houses. Stuff like this. But I figured out there's got to be something better than this. I was out there deep in the dirt. Something better than this. Until we realized there are young men had to learn and understand it's something better than this. Pick up a book. That's a big problem. We don't read nothing. Pick up a book. If you can't read, let somebody know you can't read. We can teach you how to read. I want to see all our people become educated. A lot of men that went up.
Right.
You know, you got like I tell a story about young people nowadays about some of the guys in Washington that now they got barbecue stands. Mm-hmm. They got different groups and businesses going on, and these guys were felons. Right. A lot of times it's not the male.
Right.
Majority of the time it's not the male. Now, I can't speak on anybody else. Majority of the time it's not the male. I always look at it like this. Most of the time these ladies have good men, right? They have a good man. He's capable of moving and building. But then you decide that you want to go your other direction. Things didn't work out. And when it don't work out, and that person gets another woman or a man or something, you know, whichever way it go.
Right.
She goes and say, you're not taking my children over there to that person's house. Reason why I learned later on that when an inspection came, he had to be gone. A black male cannot be in the house. I don't call us black male, indigenous males. But we're indigenous people. We got to realize that. We're not African.
Explain that for the people that may not.
Okay. Indigenous means that why would they reconstruct you? They didn't ever reconstruct their own people, but see, they did. And at the end of the day, when they started classifying, classification done everything. Reconstruction done everything to us. Everybody said we was in slavery before Reconstruction. No, we wasn't. We was prospering. When they changed us who we are from the indigenous to Negro, that's when we became not who we are. This land belonged to you. All them people running around here talking about the slavery. No, those big white houses you see up there, those are your houses. I tell the Cowboys all the time, once you go on to your own house up there, you know that place they have mules there, that's your house.
And the city paying for it. How was that formed, and what exactly did y'all do as a unity group?
Well, unity group was formed by, this is how it really goes, okay? Me and Councilman Nate Colors, before he became councilman, I had just got finished running the race for city councilman for Washington. And I said, well, I lost the race, but what's bigger is that I had got a lot of people registered to vote. So that was my main objection anyway, win or lose, was that we would get enough people to where we can be able to vote our own way. So me and Nate was sitting at Mr. Mayweather's house. Forget that. We would call it radicals by our own people.
Some of them still call that. Yeah. So, do you think they'll ever have another black man?
Yeah.
What would it take?
We can be lazy. We're the laziest ones. You know how lazy we can get? We don't want to even work to the poor.
What would you say to the people that say that racism doesn't exist anymore?
That's a bullshit. You can't even pick up your brother off the street. You walk by your brother on the street. We got so many people in our communities that can do a lot of things. Every time they talk about Israel and everything that's done in the Bible is here. Every mountain is here. Over there, the hills.
Did you see any of that debate the other day, or whatever they call it, with Trump and Biden?
You mean Trump versus AI? Commander-in-Chief? Look at your Congress. How old is Congress? Why are we still letting somebody 80-something years old that should be taking Social Security, but it's still taken away from the people for Social Security, run a country? That means you too soft. Yep. See, Donald Trump is not here to run the country. And see, people keep forgetting, it's not about who runs, that's the military. Mm-hmm. The president runs the military. He does not run the country. See, the reason why people get mad at me about Donald Trump has a mission to do. It's called draining the swamp. Do you know what the swamp is? I met Joe Biden on a couple occasions. In the 7th grade, he gave me my pendant for Boy Scout. Small church, Buttonwood, Delaware. I met him in youth and government down in Dover. He lived in Newport, the most racist area of Wilmington.
Speaking of cops, you remember a few years ago when they got rid of the police department in Washington, Georgia. Do you think that was a good move for the
stupidest move in the world?
Stupid move.
2 reasons.
Now they got the sheriff election coming up.
See, all them guys used to come over and do music in my house. Everybody know that. If you wanted to know how to deal with music, if you can rap, if you can scratch turntables, if you can do anything dealing with music, it was in my house. All them rich daggone folks in Washington using your stuff that belong to your family, eating good, and can't stand your ass. So if you want what you want me, you want some soft daggone men? I don't deal with soft men.
How big are you on God in your belief?
I'm living it, man.
So you believe in God?
Yeah.
Okay.
God is in me. I was chasing a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
Chasing a skirt led me to a church.
What do you think the biggest problem in our country is? One of the biggest problems our country is facing right now?
Until you do right by us. Just like Whoopi Goldberg said in that movie.
You can remember when rap and hip hop started.
Remember, I was a part of it.
Okay. What's the difference between rap and hip hop?
Hip hop is something you live. Rap is something you do.
How had the music, the hip hop culture and the rap music changed since when it first started?
It saved my life. Ghostface Killer, Wu-Tang and them, especially Ghostface Killer. I'll tell you straight up. If it wasn't for that guy right there, man, I'd probably do suicide.
Do you think that the lyrics that are entering into the ears now are affecting, the community for like violence and drugs and stuff?
Vibrations. If you think about it, we went from not doing drugs to saying no to drugs to selling drugs to using drugs. How did that happen? Propaganda. We busting caps. We killing our ops. You killing your cousin, thinking I wanted to be like Marvin Gaye. Mm-hmm. You know, Marvin Gaye was one of those types of people that sang, but their music was poetry. It's like Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac was probably the greatest poetic rapper you probably ever going to ever see in your life. It probably will never be one.
Mm-hmm.
Free Tupac! Free Tupac. That was my man down there in Florida. They had the big flats that Donald Trump released. Like on Townsend Street, Saturday morning, you something to hear Miss Dot Porter's playing. You hear Stevie Wonder wake you up in the morning screaming, early in the morning.
Before I get out of here, man, let the people hear something.